Cool. So just letting everyone know that we do live stream and take some photos of the event for our social media pages. So hopefully everyone's okay with that. If you're trying to hide out, maybe see them down the front. If you're a criminal or something, hiding from the debtors. to move into some mantra breathing and some mindfulness now. So I'm just going to relax a bit more. If we can, maybe we're totally relaxed already, but we can usually go a little bit deeper into relaxation. So I'm just going to start by bringing our awareness to our breath. Just breathing like a wave on the seashore. Slow, deep, rhythmical breaths. Taking the breath all the way down into the lower lungs, just allowing the belly to expand and then contract on the exhale. Inhale, expand, exhale, contracting. Just slowing the breath down, and this will slow the mind, calm the mind. Every breath, let the body sink deeper into the chair, becoming more and more relaxed with every breath. So these mantras we've been chanting and singing tonight, they draw us away from this material world full of worries, anxieties. They transport us to the spiritual realm, the realm of eternality, joy. So it's described in the yoga text that we're in the illusion. We are in illusion that we are this body and this mind, but in fact the opposite is true. We are an eternal spiritual being, an eternal living entity, spark of life. We're temporarily residing in this material body and mind. This body is temporary, this mind is temporary. I am eternal. I should be in the eternal realm where I belong. This suffering, these anxieties, depression, worries, they're foreign to me, the soul. The eternal realm, there's no such thing as depression or anxiety. There's only blissfulness, happiness, love. So these mantras cleanse. They cleanse us of this misidentification. They allow us to realize who we are. They allow us to realize that these bodies and minds are only temporary. Help us to realize that I am spiritual in essence and that I am eternal. I don't actually belong here in this material realm of temporariness. So these mantras are actually the names of God, the names of the Supreme Soul. They're not different to Him. We've been invested with all His transcendental power, potency. So when we chant these mantras, it's like having a transcendental bath or a transcendental shower. Spiritually purifying. And these names have many different meanings. We sing the Maha Mantra a lot, referring to Krishna, the Supreme Person. This name of Krishna means the all-attractive. He has every single attractive quality that you can imagine. And he has every single attractive quality in full. So this Maha Mantra, this Hare Krishna mantra, is considered to be the great mantra. It's described in the yoga text that every mantra is actually contained within the Maha Mantra. So we're here at the Maha Mantra a lot at this school here, at the mantra room. I'm very attracted to this very beautiful, powerful mantra. To our breath now. The mantra is Gauranga, which is also another name of the Supreme. It's referring to the Supreme as being golden in form. Beautiful transcendental golden form of the Supreme. So what we're going to be doing is inhaling and exhaling. We'll take a few inhales and exhales before we add the mantra. Really immerse in the sound. The more immersive we are in our meditation practice, the more the benefits are there and the quicker the benefits will occur. So just keeping our mind on the sound. If our mind is wandering off, just bring it back onto the sound. Let it rest. Just be aware of the vibration flowing through the whole body, throat, mouth, whole body. Just let this mantra wash over you and immerse in it. So we're going to slow the breath down and take some slow, deep inhales and exhales together. And I'm going to guide you through. So we're going to inhale now. Exhale together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Next exhale, we're going to add the mantra.
Your turn.
So if you do take a look at our spiritual master just above the kitchen door there. So our spiritual master's on the far left, Jagatguru Siddha Swarupananda, and we are we're all of us here who, he's touched our lives. As I said last week, he's like the shining light, shining torch in our lives, and he's sent us in the right direction. Most of us were struggling in the material world, and it's a lot less of a struggle. Once you add this process to your life, it becomes a lot easier to navigate life with this philosophy and this process that we're following. So we'd like to pay our respects to our spiritual teacher, just out of gratitude and thankfulness. So if you'd like to join in, you're more than welcome. We just place our hands at heart center. And you can just repeat after me. Nama Om, Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Pastaya, Bhutale, Srimate, Siddha Swarupananda, Paramahamsa, Iti Namine, Bhajashri, Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadha, Shivas, Adi Gaur, Bhaktivinoda. And we'll say the Maha Mantra together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. And just before we move into it, is it really cold in here? Because there's a few people with blankets. Some people are okay and some people are cold.
It's cold.
Everyone's cold? If you're cold, put your hand up. See, it's still only about half-half. We can never get them all happy. I'll turn it up a little bit, the temperature up. But if you are a cold frog, we've got blankets up there near the props, in the prop area if you want to grab one.
Haribol. Krishna. Have you guys ever seen a caterpillar cocoon? Huh? Who's seen that? Oh, everybody's seen. A real outdoorsman. You never seen. You seen? Cocoon with the butterfly and the head thing hanging there like that? Well, if you ever watch the progress of this butterfly in there, in the cocoon, what happens is that as the butterfly inside develops their body, becomes more and more developed, what happens to the outside, the covering? Huh? What starts happening? Gets thinner and thinner, and you start being able to see. You start being able to see through it, you know? You understand? You ever see that? You ever notice that? You ever notice that? It gets thinner and thinner. As it develops inside, it gets thinner and thin. So the covering gets thinner and thinner. And when the butterfly is ready to fly, when it is developed, then it's so thin that it just breaks out. It can just very thin, like paper, very fine, like the kind of Japanese rice paper. Gets very thin, just easy to break. Material entanglement is like that. The devotee of Krishna, the living being entangled in material nature, who begins to chant the names of Krishna and engage in the process of sadhana bhakti, cultivating their love for Krishna. This hearing and chanting of the names of Krishna makes this outer covering of material entanglement, illusion, ignorance, this encased, this covering that is really the material world. The effect is that it gets thinner and thinner. It gets thinner and thinner as the living being hears and chants the holy names. The effect is that this gets thinner and thinner. The devotee, spiritual body, spiritual form is becoming increasingly developed. Their spiritual legs are growing, their spiritual wings are developing, their understanding is developing, their love is developing, their spiritual form, in other words, is becoming mature in that sense, you see. You can look at it from either angle, from outside in or inside out. It is so the outer covering, in other words, the living being is encased in ignorance, in illusion, in the same way that the butterfly inside this cocoon is encased in this covering. This covering, in the beginning, is very thick, is very wide, is very fat, it's very formidable, it's very strong, like a great solid wall. But over time, as one hears and chants the names of Krishna more and more, this wall becomes thinned down. It's made thinner and thinner. It's like rubbing or water on an ice cube or water on some other material that's, what's an analogy where the water washes on something. Makes it thinner and thinner. This effect that the holy names have, this is called purification. So over time, that which is encasing you, which seems so formidable, seems so unpenetrable. You cannot break through it. Your material desires, your material attachments, your material pain, your material depression, and your suffering, and your fears, and your anxieties, and your the world you live in, and all of the concerns you have, and all of the things which you consider to be so overwhelming, which is known as your material life. It seems so much bigger than you, so much stronger than you. It seems it's so thick, it's so hard. Another example is like a little bird in the egg. In the beginning, the egg seems very thick. The little bird can't break out of it. It's a very thick shell. Seems very thick. There's no way. I'm stuck in here. Oh no, I'm locked in this little box, I'm locked in this ball. But over time, with the development of the little bird, inside there, the shell is easily broken off. So, the shell that we are speaking of that covers the living being is this encasing of material attachments, material desires, and fears, false identification, everything connected with this material world. That is the shell, the wall that we feel we are in jail, imprisoned by. And it seems overwhelming. It's such a major thing. There's no way that this could ever be, that I could ever be freed from this. But actually, if one has patience and they have faith and determination, and they carry out the process of hearing and chanting the names of Krishna, then what happens is that this shell becomes relatively thinner to us. What seemed to be insurmountable, it's actually wiped thinner. The more you wipe it, the thinner it gets. And then the thinner, more and more thin it becomes, the more you're able to see beyond, through this shell, this opaque covering. You're able to get glimpses of the spiritual world. In other words, you get glimpses of Krishna as he is. You get glimpses. You begin to taste the nectar of the spiritual world. You begin to taste spiritual life. You begin to taste real life. You're still covered, but the covering is becoming thinner and thinner. Gradually, the covering is dissipating. When a person is encased, like in the material world, it is dark. But as this encasing becomes thinner and thinner, then the light of the spiritual world brings light to you. So even though you're still encased to a large extent or a certain extent, different degrees by this shell, you are beginning to have light. The light is shining through that thin shell. You're beginning to get the taste, the nectar of devotion. You're beginning to see reality, to see the real world. At this point, you're able to see that you're able to see through this thin shell. You're able to recognize this material nature, this material world, not as something that is insurmountable, or something that you'll never, that's something that's eternal, that's going to be there and you're stuck in there forever. You begin to see it as something that at any moment can completely fall away. Just fall away. Just like for the butterfly, it's inside the cocoon. The shell that's separating him from his real life, the covering that this thing he's stuck in, begins to just wither and disappear altogether. It breaks through, it just dries up. And the real life is there. So it is with the devotee of Krishna. He begins to see the spiritual world as the real world. And this material world and everything connected with it as very temporary, passing, that is very thin. It is not the real thing. in his mind's eye, he sees this world cracking, or like the Japanese rice paper, just breaking away. All of the things that are concerning you as so important. The biggest one, of course, being death. Afraid of death. All of one's fears, all of one's concern, everything which seems so formidable now begins seen as really insignificant, something thin. And like the butterfly's wings just easily push out on it, one begins to see in their mind's eye this material nature be pushed aside like this insignificant force. It's an insignificant thing. In other words, you come to a point in your spiritual life where the things which you can, where you, what you used to think is a cement wall that's 60 feet thick, that's encasing you, you come to the point where you experience that cement wall not as a cement wall 60 feet thick, but rather like wet rice paper. This is the power of the holy names of Krishna. Those who feel that there is no hope, there is no way out of this dark shell, this dark coconut that I live in, do not appreciate the power of the holy names. So we need to understand the process. The holy name descends, Krishna descends as the all-purifying holy names. And these all-purified holy names, which are Krishna himself, cleanse away this wall that separates you from the spiritual world, that makes it so we're not able to taste the nectar of devotion to Krishna. Devotion to Krishna is the spiritual world. That is what the spiritual world is. It is that hardness of that walls, that hard wall covering the heart and the mind of the embodied living being that keeps one from tasting this nectar of devotion. Krishna's names purify the mind and the heart. This is why Lord Chaitanya describes it as the greatest gift, the greatest benediction upon the living beings. Because it has the purifying effect such that it enables one to actually get a taste of the nectar for which we are always anxious.
So if you have any questions, you can see me and I can point you in the direction of somebody who can help. So we can connect over dinner. So come up, band. Where are they all? Thank you. So we'll be continuing on with Kirtan for another half an hour or so, and then dinner is going to be served out. temperature better? The air conditioner is now too hot. It's okay? Hopefully it doesn't get too hot now. One extreme to the other. What's happening? Okay. Waiting for a tune up. Tune up.
Govinda,
got a bit thinner. It should be like rice paper now, not that 60-foot wall. So thanks all for joining in, it was so much fun. We've got a beautiful meal coming out from the kitchen crew now. All volunteers in the kitchen, Betty and Money and some Filipinos as well. Bit of a crew in there, Kirby and Ralph. So they're going to bring the meal out. Don't forget it is a donation-based event, so if you didn't tap on the way in, if you could tap on the way out, every cent helps. Thank you very much. Hari bol, hari bol.